Implicit bias.
About implicit bias.
Implicit bias.
Implicit bias, which means unconscious bias.
What is unconscious bias?
All of the horrible things that we do to each other that we pretend we don't do.
I feel like everyone has a bias, no matter skin color.
There are countless biases that affect all of us. I wanted to explore unconscious bias and how it relates to gender and race. Where does it come from? What is its impact? And is there anything we can do to change it?
We evolved over millions of years to have the kind of brains that we have today. To be suspicious of people who are different from us, we should ask ourselves, is that useful in the modern world?
You as a neighbor on Nextdoor don't create one of these posts thinking, I'm about to stereotype an entire race.
I would like to not have to scan my neighborhood for who's watching me and thinking I'm a threat.
Your data suggests a moderate automatic association for harmless objects with white Americans and weapons with black Americans.
Objective quantitative studies show that men and women both perceive women different and lesser.
The news about toxic culture, workplaces saturated with sexual harassment and pay inequality, is relentless.
I have this sense that if I fail, it'll be like, well, you see, this is why we don't invest in women.
When you're standing across the table from the people who are writing your checks telling you that you don't deserve this, that's hard because you're literally putting your body on the line.
Bias at its core is a survival heuristic. You can have that gut feeling. It just has to be based on something that actually matters.
We tend to think about our own behavior as somehow more fair and free of bias than it is.
We're concerned about bias being introduced into AI. It's already there because we're the one teaching AI.
Trying to understand what is at the base of some of my perceptions and judgments, that's what led me on this journey.